Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera. With guest stars Eugene Roach, Jason Evers, Beverly Todd, Carl Weathers. Tonight's episode, The Bounty Hunter.
Wait till the truck's moving. Well, morning, Lee. Ready for another nice, easy day in the sun?
Sure thing, Charlie. If you call spreading fertilizer on 10 acres of tomatoes an easy day.
Oh, come on, you trustees have got it made. No mortgages to pay, no taxes.
Oh, yeah. 3 hots and a cot. Paradise.
Why, sure.
6 of these things.
Easy, easy. No trouble at all. Okay, let's get going. What the hell's going on?
Call out in your dead man and keep your hands down.
You smart fella. They buried the last con who tried to break. Remember?
Look, you just climb in, man, and you remember. This is gonna be at the back of your head all the way. So you keep smiling. How about you, kid? You want to take a ride?
Pass. I'm up for parole in a couple months. Man, you could have killed him.
Paisan, let's go. You take his feet, kid. Come on, move. Looks like you're going with us after all, huh?
No, man, leave me out of it.
Look, we can't get near enough that gate. Got 2 guys up there, and I'm the wrong color. Now move it. All right, move it, baby, and take it easy.
Papa, you gotta let me go.
Shut up. Now go, go! That's the road looking. Take it.
get him. Get out. Charlie. How's Charlie?
He's dead. So's Logan. This one's gonna cost you, kid.
What, me? No. Wait. They forced me to do it. Hopper would have killed me if I didn't.
Come on, let's go.
Jack! What happened? I was afraid you wouldn't find where I hid the gun.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
What about Logan?
He didn't make it. Look, just don't get all worked up. Means the money's all ours now, huh?
No! It's all over for me, don't you understand? They're calling it felony murder because they think I was in on it.
So you want to just give up? Is that it?
Mom, I can't let you go throw your money away on hiring a private detective when they got me cold.
You think you could stop feeling sorry for yourself long enough to answer a few questions?
Warden's already asked them all. Only answers I get back are like nails in a coffin. Mine.
According to your record, you provided a few of the nails.
You know how it is. Trying to hang in with the guys on the block. Next thing you know, they're knocking over a liquor store, and I get tagged for it along with the others.
He swore on his father's grave, Mr. Jones, he didn't help rob that store.
I'm not talking about how your son got into jail, Mrs. Watson. According to this, you were turned down for parole the first time 6 months ago.
In the beginning, I got into a couple of fights.
And you got too friendly with a few of the hard-timers, like Jack Hopper?
That's how I stopped getting into fights, Mr. Jones, by making friends with everybody.
Excuse me, Barnaby, here's a file you wanted on Jack Hopper.
Well, thank you, Jedediah. Oh, Miss Watson and Lee, this is Jedediah Romano Jones, my new associate.
Barnaby is also my cousin, which is why he's so formal. Most people just call me JR. Anyway, according to that, Hopper and his friend Logan were 2 years into a life sentence for an armored car heist.
Killed a driver and got away with almost $500,000.
$425,000 to be exact. Logan was always puffing his chest about it.
Yeah, since the money was not recovered, I can understand why.
Jack will be recovering it now, you betcha. Then he'll be long gone, Hopper.
Maybe if he stops to dig up all that money, it might delay him enough so the police would catch up.
Yeah. And if Jack was brought in alive, I know that he'd clear me. Only he swore that the cops would have to kill him to take him. I believe it.
Don't you see, Mr. Jones, you must find him first. Lee will probably be in here for life.
Well, that's kind of like drawing to an inside straight from a deck with only one card left in it. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay, hit it. All I want to see is elbows and tailbones. Anything about that gets shot. Come on, keep on moving. Keep your head down. Come on, move it, move it, move it. Come on, you chubby, move. Come on, come on. Come on, move it. Okay, take 5.
Says you're expecting him, Ernie. Mr. Kilgore, I'm Herb Dorset, Vice President of Intercoast Armored Transit.
I know who you are. I looked you up. Buck, go on up there and run those guys through that again.
Right. Mr. Kilgore, I'm, sort of short on knowing how to hire a,
Mercenary, bounty hunter. Names don't matter. Only the price. I'll raise an army or find a man if the price is right.
How does $25,000 sound?
Not enough to raise an army.
Intercoast Armored Transit will pay $25,000 to find a man.
Might be enough. Who?
The one on the right. Jack Hopper.
Your company the one that was heisted?
That's right.
The insurance company picked up the losses. Why pay more when the police department's doing it for free?
I have a personal stake in making sure that Hopper is taken. The driver of the armored car they killed, Shaw and Ryan. We were the best of friends. We grew up together.
Okay. Why me? There are a lot less expensive guys you could try.
You used to be a police detective in Santa Monica. An expert in your field.
Yes, I was asked to resign. I had a built-in reputation for bringing my prisoners back dead. You want Hopper dead, is that it?
I want him removed from society.
Let's say I was to go after Hopper. You got any ideas where I'd start?
Perhaps with her. It's Darla Sanders, Hopper's girlfriend. The insurance company investigators kept a close watch on her until she quit her job at Mount Moriah Hospital and dropped out of sight about 6 months ago.
You figured she was the bank?
The bank?
The place where Hopper and Logan hid the heist money.
Oh, yes. Yes, that was a theory. Especially since the police captured them a short distance from the hospital. My personal theory is that the money might still be hidden somewhere in that hospital.
Okay. I'll get Hopper for you. I'll be in touch.
Still sounding mellow as a cello there, Woody.
Well, no. If my old ears don't deceive me, it's my main man. How's doing, Barnaby?
Good, old friend. How's business?
Fine as wine. Hey, what brings you to Boomtown? A make, a rumble, a bust?
Mate? Jack Hopper.
Oh, heavy. Heavy.
Maybe this 20 will lighten the load a little bit.
Barnaby, you betting on prime. USDA prime.
You keep on like this, you're gonna turn me into a vegetarian.
It ain't that I heard so much about Hopper, but there's a woman taking care of a hurt man at the Morton Hotel down on 18th. Now, it sounds to me like it might, mind you, might be Darla Sanders, Harper's lady. Seems she's been buying medical goods.
Thanks a lot, Woody. Be seeing you.
Barnaby, there's somebody else looking for Harper, and it ain't the cops neither.
Who?
Well, I don't know. The big man, tough voice. I got a cold wind from that dude. Now, you take care. You hear?
I hear you loud and clear. Thanks, Woody. Kilgore.
Hello, Barnaby.
I thought you were someone else.
I hoped you were. Lucky for him.
Yes, I know your style. Shoot first and make a citizen's arrest and claim the bounty. You're one of the last of a dying breed.
Fella's got to turn a buck. Liberating merging nations doesn't pay the way it used to.
Who's paying you for Hopper? I didn't know there was any new bounty on him.
He's patched up and moving. So am I. See ya.
Kilgore. I need Hopper alive. He can clear my client of being in on that jailbreak and guard killing. Without Hopper, he goes to jail for life, and he's a nice young fella. Needs a break.
That's too bad. Just stay out of my way, Barnaby. You understand?
Oh, sure. And Kilgore. Just you stay out of mine.
Seven inches, that's 3.5 miles.
Now, the police lost him in traffic here. And 50 minutes later, the black and white spotted him here and chased him down to there.
That's about 1.5 miles.
Took him 50 minutes to get from there to there, which normally takes 5.
Well, even so, would they have had enough time to hide the money?
They didn't have it on them when they were caught.
Listen, when you fellas get down to playing pin the tail on the donkey, give me a call. Hmm?
Betty, did Lieutenant Biddle dig up anything on Hopper's girlfriend?
Only that Darla Sanders quit her job at Mount Moriah Hospital about 6 months ago and hasn't been seen since.
Mount Moriah. That's at 12th.
Well, that must be it.
Well, that seems to prove your hunch that Darla must have taken part in the robbery. Hmm?
Betty, call the personnel director at Mount Moriah. Tell him I'm coming over to talk to him.
This is the down car. I thought you said you hid the money on the roof someplace.
Anything? No, except hanging around here, I feel like I'm catching something.
Yeah, I'm gonna check around.
It's all changed.
What?
There was a place back there where they closed up a big electrical box. I hid the money in there.
In there? Where?
They must have covered it up when they put in this wall for all these heaters.
Well, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get it?
I don't know. All right?
Oh, young lady.
I'm checking in, Dorset. No brass ring yet. By the way, you might like to know there's a private cop who's also looking for Hopper.
Oh? Who?
Barnaby Jones. He's pretty good, too.
I wonder who he's working for.
Some con doing time. Not important. I'll be talking to you.
Here we are. Sanders Dollar Jean. Oh, I remember her now. She's a very nice girl. Quiet.
Are there any names on her application? Close relatives to call in case of an emergency?
Relatives? None.
Well, that alley leads to a blank wall.
Who was Darla's boss?
That would be, Allison Claymore. I'll have a page. Won't be long now, baby. Won't be long now.
gonna do now? Oh, baby, let's come back tonight.
By tonight, I want us to be long gone. You know where to keep the tools in this place?
Maintenance has a supply room upstairs.
All right, you go up there and get me another screwdriver, a big one.
Oh, I don't know.
Just do it, woman.
All right.
Well, what's this all about?
It has something to do with that armored truck robbery a few years ago.
You remember it?
Yeah, where the driver died? Sure, I was in emergency helping out when the police brought him in.
You remember somebody working for the hospital about that time named Darla Sanders?
Yes?
Now, I know it's been a long time, but do you happen to recall anything unusual about Darla on that particular day?
Why, yes, I did.
What was it?
She came to work.
It's funny, that's the way Barnaby reacts whenever I show up in the morning.
Why did that surprise you?
Because it was her day off. I was just stepping into the basement elevator after picking up some supplies when I saw her come in.
She came to work through the basement?
Mm-hmm. It was very unusual. And when I asked her about it later, she said she sometimes used the basement door as a shortcut.
Isn't the basement door usually locked?
No, all the time.
Well, thank you, Miss Claymore. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Darla? Darla Sanders?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. I don't want to go through that anymore.
Thank you.
I don't know, Barnaby. There's something to that. Darla gets brownie points by coming in on her day off, which just happens to be the day that Hopper and Logan are knocking off all that money.
Which the police did not find on him when they caught up with him a few blocks from here.
Basement?
It's worth a try.
You go that way.
That's it, baby. That's it. It's empty. The money's not in there.
You mean we've gone through all this for nothing?
It had to be in there.
You see what happens? Because you don't trust me? Now those guys who built the wall are probably spending it.
No. You see that? All that dust? That money hasn't been in there in years.
Well, then who could have gotten it?
Only one man. And I know where he's at.
That way.
Hopper?
The guy in there is dead.
One of yours, Kilgore?
My best. All this garbage you handed me about taking Hopper alive. That's what it is, garbage. He's a dead man, Jones.
Okay, Kilgore. But don't go anyplace. I might want to talk to you again.
I'll be around till I find Hopper. Count on it.
Real sweetheart.
Yep. Bullets wouldn't melt in his mouth. But as long as he keeps it legal, there's nothing I can do. Anyway, Hopper's probably got the money and is long gone by now.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Dust, mold. Been there a long time. Hopper didn't get any money out of there because there was no money in there.
What are you thinking, a falling out among thieves?
Which thief? Logan was in jail with Hopper.
Well, if it was Hopper's girlfriend who took the money, what you hanging around here for?
You saying somebody else was in on that armored truck robbery with him?
If that's true, Hopper isn't going anywhere until he gets what he thinks is his.
Well, we're hot after Hopper now. But listen, Barnaby, Kilgore is not any better than Hopper. You watch your back.
That's what Jedediah's for.
Of course, I'd like to help all I can, Mr. Jones, but it's as I told the police who were here earlier. There isn't much I can add that they don't already know.
According to these, you were supervisor of the division at the time that the truck was robbed.
Yes. I still wake up nights in a cold sweat over it.
Did it ever occur to you that there may have been an inside man?
Yes, it did. There's no doubt the job was well planned. But everybody was cleared by the investigation. Of course, the driver wasn't available for questioning. He was dead. My hunch is he fed the information to Hopper.
Well, if your hunch is correct, then it follows that Hopper may have had to kill the driver in order to keep him quiet.
And to cut him out of his share of the split. Exactly.
There was a bounty hunter, a fellow named Kilgore, over at the hospital looking for Hopper.
Bounty hunter? I didn't know there still were such men.
Oh, yes, if the reward is high enough, people like that come out from under rocks. Did your company post a reward?
No. We got our money back from the insurance company. We have no further interest in the case.
Well, somebody certainly does. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Just keep driving. You drive nice and easy, or I'm gonna scatter your brains. You keep moving straight ahead down there.
I was expecting you, Jack, but not like this.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Let's go to my place. We can talk.
Just keep driving, man.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, it'd almost be worth the whole 425 G's to pop you right now.
Okay, so you got a beef coming. What was I supposed to do? My share for planning the armored truck heist was 1/3.
So you stuck around the hospital till you figured out where we hid the bread and then you took it all? A partner?
What was I supposed to do? Wait until you got out of jail? That might have been never.
That was the plan, man. No split without the three of us being there.
Okay. Take it easy. I've got your share. I've been holding it for you.
No, you haven't, man. But you're gonna come up with it anyway, Dorset. Now!
What do you think? I'd keep that kind of money in a sock?
You see that alley right there? You just turn into it and stop.
Listen to reason, Jack. I need time to get my hands on that money.
Tonight, man! And Dorset, remember, I know where to find you.
Okay, Jack. Tonight you'll have it.
All right. I'll call you later at your office and let you know where to go, huh? When I get out of here, man, you beat it. Hang in there, baby. It's almost home, huh?
Hi. Well, according to this information I dug up on Herb Dorset, he lives very, very well.
How well?
Well, he earns $50,000 a year, yet he owns a $210,000 house.
Free and clear?
Mm-hmm. Mortgage was paid off 2 years ago, less than a month after the armored car robbery. And he joined the best clubs in La Jolla, Palm Springs, and he has a son in Harvard.
All of that on 50 grand a year must be a wizard in the stock market or something.
No, I checked. Oh, he plays in it, but not that much.
Well, he's sure found a gold mine someplace.
One of his armed trucks, maybe.
You think Dorset is the inside man?
If we could tie him in with hiring Kilgore, I'd bet on it.
Look, why don't I volunteer for Kilgore Soldier Fortune operation? I can dig in, I can get close to him, you know.
No, Jedediah, that would take too long, but you did give me an idea. Betty, get our bounty hunter on the phone. I'll tell you what to say.
Thank you. You know, with all this fighting that's going on, I'm afraid that people are getting a distorted view of modern Africa. There's still beauty and romance. All you have to do is look for it. Mrs. Radner.
Why don't you call me Betty? It's much less formal that way, Ernie.
When you want something, you have to be pretty strong, don't you, Betty?
I'm sorry. It's just that I've been going crazy trying to find someone who will help me get my brother out of that awful jail in Mexico.
I'm doing something right now, but I can get him out, all right? As long as you're willing to pay the tab and don't ask any questions about how it's done.
Anything. You do realize that, I mean, it isn't as though he's done some terrible crime down there or anything like that.
Doesn't matter. Excuse me. It's my service. I'll be back in a minute.
Hi, Charlie. He's in there.
Hello, 818, you beeped?
Yes, here it is, Mr. Kilgore. A message came in just a few minutes ago to call your employer. Says it's important.
My employer? Yeah, okay. It's Kilgore. What do you want?
What do you mean? I didn't call you again.
Well, my service said my employer called. I thought it was you.
No, not me. Oh, but don't hang up. I heard from Jack Hopper a few hours ago. He called me.
He called you?
I was going to handle it myself, but he wants to turn himself in. But he's afraid of the police. He wants to meet me first, you know, be a witness.
Let's cut out the bull, Dorset. You want Harper dead, so do I. Only now it's going to cost you $100,000.
What?
I got to thinking about your personal theory and sending me to the hospital to find Harper. You couldn't have figured that unless you knew the loot was hidden there in the first place. You hoisted your own company, didn't you? 100 G's. Good deal?
All right.
Good. Where did Harper say he'd meet you?
He didn't. He's going to call me at a phone booth in the corner of 10th and Caldwell at 4. I'm supposed to bring his share of the loot with me.
All right, you wait right there. I'll be right over. I'm very sorry. I've got to run.
About my brother?
We'll be in touch. Bye.
Kilgore certainly left in a hurry. What'd you find out?
A lot more than I figured. Come on, we haven't got much time. Tenth and Caldwell, there's a phone booth. Dorset has 10 minutes before Hopper's call.
Now, Barnaby, Hopper's no fool. If he sees us or anyone else following Dorset, he's not going to show himself.
I'm counting on Hopper being in the neighborhood to see if Dorset came alone. We'll concentrate on spotting Hopper. Maybe I can take him by surprise.
Yes. Yes, what now? Yes, I understand. I'll wait 5 minutes after you hang up and start for the drop point.
Yeah, you get it, Mr. Dorset.
Barnaby, there he is.
Got it. Third dead road after the bridge on the Ridge Route.
Then left 2 miles, where I tossed the money out by a tree, with a red cloth tied to it. He says he'll be watching me all the time.
I'll be a few minutes behind you. After you drive away and Hopper comes out to get the money, your problems with him are over.
Why are we stopping?
See that dirt road down there?
There's Hopper.
Yeah, and he's not going far down that road. It angles back to this one about 3 miles down the way. Call the sheriff.
Right.
That's it, Hop. You're never gonna make it. Now toss your gun on the ground. Now.
So Dorset cried cop, huh? Okay. And he's going down with me.
That's for sure. Now let's go. Back to where you parked your car.
Look, there's a couple $100,000 in this. Let's deal.
You were set up, Hopper. Dorset hired a bounty hunter to get your head. I doubt if you'll find anything in that briefcase except some old phone books.
No! I'll take over from here. I gotta hand it to you, Barnaby. I didn't think you'd get to him first.
Just lucky, I guess. Have to be to compete with high-priced talent like you.
Praises like that could turn a fella's head. Now, why don't you just say goodbye and let me and my prisoner get out of here?
You can't afford to let me go, Kilgore. What's it gonna be? We separate a little, then you make it look like we shot each other?
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Oh. Hey, get me to a doctor. I'm hurting bad.
So's the young fella at the prison. The one you left to take the rap for the dead guard.
My prayers are answered, son.
We also got a little help from Jack Hopper and Mr. Jones.
How can we ever thank you, Mr. Jones?
The fact that the warden feels Lee's next parole hearing will be favorable is all the thanks I need.
Just got the word from Lieutenant Biddle. He says that Dorset and Kilgore are going down for conspiracy to commit murder for a start.
Well, it looks as though you're going to be the only one that's on the outside looking in.
And it's gonna stay that way. You can make book on it.
Book. Don't give the parole board any wrong ideas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can bank on it.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Sheriff, with guest stars Don Johnson, Nancy Wolfe, Edward Walsh, Christina Hart, Betty Ackerman, Victor Mojica. Tonight's episode, Renegade's Child.
You should do like me. I'm re-enlisting when my first hitch is up.
Oh, yeah? 30-year man.
But why not? This man's army's the only steady job I ever had. Hey, come on, I'm giving you the whole road.
All right, follow that bike, you understand?
Yeah, sure.
All right, get out. With your hands up. Move. Face this way. If they turn around, shoot them. Like money in the bank. Try to be a hero, damn it.
Pete, cover me! Ridgeway, this is Transport 411. We're being hijacked. Aliso Canyon. Pete, get it!
He's dead.
Oh, no. Wayne, you said nobody was going to get hurt. You promised me.
Come on, let's start moving.
What about the rest of the guns?
If he got through to anybody on that radio, this place is going to be swarming with cops any minute. Meet us back at your place.
Hey, wait a minute, Wayne. What about me?
Nothing's changed. Our bases were covered and you didn't see what we were driving. You know the lyrics. They didn't waste any time.
We'd be long gone if we didn't have to stop at that damn motel.
Shut up.
Identification, please.
What's up, officer?
Been a robbery. May I have a look in the back, Mr. Lockwood?
Sure.
The kid's got a cold, so don't wake him up, okay?
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, we're kind of pooped out. Been up all night nursing the kid.
Sorry to bother you folks. I hope the boy feels better.
Thank you.
Cops are such dumbbells.
You're so bright. I ought to break your head, lady.
What's the matter now?
You were supposed to tell those people at the motel to keep Jody out of the pool. Now his cold is worse.
When it comes to this kid of yours, I can't do anything right, can I?
Thank you. Hi, they'll be out in a minute.
Oh, not more red tape.
Yeah, what can I tell you? It's as hard to check somebody out of prison as in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Nesbitt. I'd like you to meet our new associate in the office, J.R. Jones. Chicago's answer to the legal profession.
How are you?
My daughter know that I'm here?
Yeah, Barnaby just told her.
Now, don't worry, Mrs. Nesbitt. I'm sure everything's going to be just fine.
It's been 7 years since Julie ran away from home, Betty. 7 years trying to find her.
Didn't she phone or write in all that time?
Sometimes there would be a postcard from Taos or a commune in Arizona. Living like a nomad with that strange young man. I didn't even know they'd had a child until Jody was almost a year old.
Well, I tell you, trying to get a line on Wayne Lockwood has been next to impossible.
No wonder. Man robs a supermarket and then runs off and leaves Julie to be arrested by the police. How could he do that to...
The toughest part of making up is that first howdy.
Julie? You look very nice.
Thanks for sending over the new clothes.
They fit all right?
I haven't changed much. Except maybe I've grown up a little.
I have too. In all these years. Julie, I know that you had to give my address because the parole board requires it. If you'd like to stay a while with me,
I just want to come home.
You will discover, J.R., that for times like these, you should always carry an extra supply of handkerchiefs.
All right, so I'm a marshmallow. So what?
Mr. Jones, I don't know how to thank you all for finding Julie for me.
Well, since we've only brought together part of the family so far, maybe you better save part of the thanks till we find your little grandson.
There's still no trace of Jody?
Well, we think we have a place to start in our search for Lockwood. Did you bring the blow-ups?
Yeah, I did. I made a dozen. That's the best of them.
You recall when this picture was made?
About 18, 19 months ago. Before the robbery and my arrest. Why?
We thought we might be able to trace Lockwood through the license plate.
You see, with only the numbers visible, the DMV can't possibly come up with the current address.
Now try very hard, Julie. See if you can recall the letters on the license plate.
Yeah? We'd had such tough luck with that truck. I figured the license plate said it all. Jinx. J and X.
Griffith Markham Imports.
Yeah, this is Wayne. Griff there?
It's Wayne Lockwood. Hey, old buddy. How you going?
Yeah, about that merchandise. You ready to talk some business?
That's my native tongue. When?
About an hour, okay? At the park?
See you there. Hey, Roy, did you ever meet Lockwood?
Who?
Wayne Lockwood, you know?
No.
That's good. That's good. Now, you stay out of it for now.
Okay.
I'm meeting Griff at the park in about an hour.
Then we can get some tacos or something. I'm starving.
Later. Listen, Jody needs something for his cold. I'm gonna drop you two off at the clinic first.
Will you come on? I gave him one of those tranks I lifted from the drugstore in Palmdale. He's all right.
You gave Jody a tranquilizer?
Well, you said he needed some rest, didn't you?
If you ever do that again, I'll kill you. Do you understand?
Someone you know?
Me. It's like looking at a ghost of myself 7 years ago.
The flowers in your hair.
The whole bit. We were going to make the world look like a label in a bottle of herbal-scented shampoo.
It takes some of the kids a long time to find their way back to reality. You have to watch out so you don't become a cynic.
Wayne did that when he graduated from petty little rip-offs to armed robbery.
You the guy that's asking for me?
Yes, if you're the Cy Rogers that the DMV says that pickup truck out there is registered to.
So?
Oh, excuse me. This is Julie Nesbitt. I'm Barnaby Jones, private investigator.
Look, what is to investigate? I bought that truck over 9 months ago.
Yes, I know, from Wayne Lockwood.
Cy, don't you remember me?
You're Lockwood's old lady.
When you saw Wayne, was Jody with him?
Yeah. Neat little kid.
Great. I haven't seen him in 1.5 years.
Where is Wayne now?
Drifting. I don't know. Last I heard, someone saw him over in Venice, maybe 2-3 months ago.
Who saw him?
Must have been Rudy. Rudy Bates. Remember Rudy? Click, 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 always with the camera. But he's gone straight now like the rest of us, earning his daily cheesecake.
Any idea where?
Different places. He shoots for some ad agency, but don't ask me which one.
Well, that's all right. We can probably locate him with a couple of phone calls. Thank you very much.
Sure. Bye, Julie.
What I owe you? Who was that?
That was Leo Shenson, Wayne's best friend. Leo'd know where Wayne and Jody are.
I got 36 of these heavyweights and 3 cases of room 16s.
Let's see, 36 and 3. All right, I'll give you 3,500. You're a friend. 4,000 for the lot.
Come on, man. Don't you think I know what this stuff goes for retail?
Now, look, Wayne. According to the news, you blew up a GI to get it. You know, that kind of taints the merchandise. Makes it a little tougher to turn over.
So don't buy.
Oh, wait, Wayne. Sit down. Come on. Who said anything about not buying? I mean, did I say that? Did you hear that?
You insult me with your $4,000, it's the same thing.
Oh, all right. I insulted you. I apologize. Give you 5.
Okay.
Good boy.
I'll take this stuff to the same place in Chatsworth. Time you got?
At 2 after 1.
3 o'clock, okay.
See you there, buddy. Keep the faith.
Daddy?
Hey, Jody. What are you doing here, huh? Huh? Thought I told you to wait for me at the clinic.
I'm all better, so he didn't go to the clinic.
When I tell you to do something,
Wayne, Jody doesn't have a cold. He's just got the morning sniffles.
I don't care. I don't take chances with my kid. Do you understand? I wanted to be sure.
The clinic was jammed with all those sickies anyway.
I'm hungry, Daddy. Can I have a hamburger?
Want a hamburger, kid? Huh? How about some French fries? And a vanilla malt? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, now, when we roll this time, I want you to remember, the whole idea behind this is that even Eskimos eat bananas, right? They love bananas, okay? Okay.
Rudy's sure come a long way from that commune we crashed at.
Don't leave that smile in the dressing room, Foxy. Paul, let me know when that ice machine is ready, okay? I'm back. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yes, thank you. Do you have any milk?
I think we do.
Thank you.
Wayne Lockwood. I'm supposed to have seen him where?
In Venice, about 2 or 3 months ago, according to Cy Rogers.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was shooting out on the beach then. I only talked to him for a minute or so. I don't know where he'd be now.
There's one other person who might know where he is. It's Leo Shenson.
The Streak. Yeah, I remember Leo. He used to give me lifts on his bike.
Any idea where I might find him now? Is he staying with his folks or girlfriend?
I was never that close to Leo. I seem to remember that he used to crash at his father's house.
You know his father's full name?
No. Wait. Leo told me once that his father worked out of L.A. as a shack.
Shack. Well, if I can fall back on my railroading experience, a shack is someone who has charge of the freight cars in a freight train.
Right.
Hey, Wayne. You never believe who I ran into.
See that he drinks his milk. Every drop, you hear me? And then you sack out for a couple hours.
Aw, can I come with you?
No, son. Leo, open the shed.
What I wanted to tell you, there's a detective been asking about you.
Detective?
Not a cop. Private one. You're not gonna believe this. He was with Julie.
Julie? She's out?
Must have been paroled or something. Anyhow, she's got this Jones guy helping her look for your kid.
Julie's out. What do you know about that?
Up on Candlefoot Road off the top of Topanga Canyon.
It's out there near that hippie restaurant. Does he check out?
Well, if there's another Shenson living in L.A. working for the railroad company, the railroad union sure doesn't know about it.
I think I'll take a drive out there.
Good idea.
Don't you have any studying to do?
Yeah, I do, but I gotta earn my keep, don't I?
In the state of California, to drive a nail into a saw log intended for lumber, is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Misdemeanor.
Felony. Now, if you want to pass that bar exam, you better stay here and bone up.
Penal Code 593 little a. He always uses that when he thinks a lawyer needs to be brought down a peg or two.
That's it. Okay.
Well, don't forget, old buddy. You get any more of this stuff, give me a call, huh?
All right.
Take it easy, Leo.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey.
You Jim Rokas? Are you?
I'm not Jim Rokas around here.
Oh, come on. They told me I could score with you, man. Hey, I'm hurting real bad. You know what I mean.
Oh, come on, man. Try the beanery down the hill. You might find it there.
Hey! I know one of you is Rokas. So empty your pockets and everything on the ground.
Look, we don't do junk, so we won't have any.
Now!
See? Nothing.
What's that?
It's a letter from my mother.
Hand it over.
No. No.
Oh, no. Oh, man. With this kind of bread, I could trip forever. Oh. Hold it. Right there.
Wayne? What was that? It sounded like a shot.
Leo's dead. Some junkie ripped us off for all our money. Those people down there might have heard the shot.
First that soldier, now Leo. Two people dead, and what have we got to show for it?
Get Jody. We're moving out.
Nothing. That's what we've got, absolutely nothing.
I said get Jody.
You're a loser, you know that. Well, to hell with you and to hell with nursemaiding Jody. I've had it.
Daddy?
Come on, Jody. We're taking off.
What about Amanda?
Amanda's not going to be with us anymore. In you go.
Are you a friend of the Simpsons?
I know Ralph, Leo's father. We attend the same church. Good father, bad seed. It happens.
Any of Leo's friends around?
You mean that young couple?
You have a child, a little boy?
Oh, a nice little fellow. It's a shame that a boy like that ends up with weirdos looking after him.
When's the last time you saw them?
Well, the man and the boy, yesterday. The woman a little while ago. I saw her heading down the hill when I come out to see what the shooting was all about. Oh, she's a real snippy type, sashaying around like she was queen of the world.
Sounds like the girl I just saw. She blonde, wearing something that looked like an undershirt with a scarf wrapped around the middle.
That's her.
far are you going, young lady?
As far as you want, as long as I get to San Francisco. You know, usually when I ride with a straight, I get a lecture.
About the dangers of hitchhiking? It is dangerous, you know.
What you have in mind? A little detour up in the woods?
No, a little detour down to the sheriff's office.
What?
You help me out, I may put in a good word for you.
Hey, man, what's going down?
I have to find Wayne Lockwood.
Who are you?
Private detective, hired by Jody's mother to find Jody.
Stop the car, I want to get out.
All right. I figure the first question the sheriff is going to ask you is who killed Leo, Wayne or you?
Wait a minute.
You were recognized. There's a witness who saw you there about the time of the shooting.
Well, it wasn't me. Wayne said that some guy showed up and he robbed him of all their money and then he shot Leo.
Where's Wayne now?
He split. He took off with Jody in the van. He didn't tell me where he was going. Can't you give me a break? I didn't have anything to do with Leo's killing.
I think the only break you can look forward to is if I find Wayne and he backs up your story.
But I swear I don't know where he took off to.
If he was tapped out by that robbery, he's going to need money. What's he been into lately?
Rip-offs, stealing stuff, anything he could sell.
To whom?
A fence.
What's the fence's name?
Griff. Griff something, and I don't know anything else, honest.
Well, that's some place to start from. Excuse me.
I'm gonna blow you right out of the box, unless I get that $5 grand back.
Well, now, wait a minute. I mean, what's this all about?
Knock it off. You know exactly what it's about. Drop it.
Come on, Mike. Give me. Now, you wanted to hurt me. Why? What'd I do to you?
You ought to know. You're the one that sent the gun to get the money back. Well, he killed Leo doing it.
Killed Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's terrible. And let me get this straight. You're blaming me for that?
Who else knew I had the money?
Oh, come on, Wayne. People are held up every day. You see, Willie? See what grief can do to a man? Now, here's a man, he loses his friend. And what does he do? He strikes out at another friend. Now, believe me, Wayne, and this is from the heart, I didn't send any gun after you.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the hophead got lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, you lost it all, huh? That's a shame. Now, wait a minute, Wayne. I'll tell you what I'll do, Wayne. Now, I got another important order to fill. So I'll raise the ante 25%. How's that? Does that prove I'm leveling with you?
I'll have to check with my inside man.
When'll I hear from you?
Tonight. If I can set it up, it'll go down tomorrow.
Where's Roy?
He's out back.
Well, you have him tell Wayne. We find out who the source is. We eliminate the middleman.
Hey,
Want to sit up front with me?
No.
Something the matter? Come here. Hey, listen, we've always been straight with each other, haven't we? Right?
Now Amanda's gone. Are we gonna go looking for Mommy again?
I don't know. She's been gone a long time.
You promised we'd find her someday.
Miss her a lot, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We'll see what we can do, all right?
Lieutenant Biddle, you have done it again. Yes, John, we owe you one. Right, bye. Well, the only Griff the police have a file on is a suspected fence by the name of Griffith P. Markham. He has an office in Studio City.
John say what he deals in?
Anything that's not nailed down. But lately, though, he's been suspected of being in the gun trade, selling to foreign mercenaries, revolutionary groups, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there has been a hijacking recently over the Palmdale area. There's a soldier killed.
John mentioned that. I also got the feeling that he'd appreciate anything you might come up with on Markham.
Betty, do you think I could make a convincing mercenary colonel? You know,
Barnaby, you're not really going to pretend to be a buyer, are you?
well, can you think of a better way to get a close look at our Mr. Griff? First, I've got to set up a believable, good background for the colonel.
Who is it?
Hi. Heard you were looking for me. So here I am.
Judy. Is he all right?
See for yourself. He's in the van.
Jody. Mommy? Jody, my darling. Darling.
Julie? Who's that out there?
Julie!
Julie.
You'll be paid handsomely. Just, who are your people? You checked me out. Let's just say that they're, patriots.
Why come to me? I mean, hard goods are a little out of my line.
I thought we checked you out. But if you insist that I got the wrong man...
No, wait a minute. All right, just supposing I can get you maybe 100 handguns, maybe 5 or 6 crates of M16s.
No, not enough. I thought that I was dealing with the big operator. I'm going to need at least triple that amount.
Triple? You're talking about maybe $100,000.
For a start. And I'll need the goods now.
What do you mean now? You mean today?
I'm leaving town tonight. If I can't fill my needs with you, then I'll have to go elsewhere. I'm sorry, but time is of the essence.
Okay. It just so happens that I got a man who might be able to lay his hands on some merchandise in a couple of hours. Now, if he delivers, I'll have everything you want, maybe even more.
Sounds fine. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. If you have the goods, and it looks all right, then we'll talk money.
Fine.
Don't disappoint me now.
Right. Betty, he's coming now. I'll talk to you later.
Hear anything from Julie?
Well, Betty went to the sheriff's office and talked to Amanda, and she said that the van Julie's mother described matches Wayne's.
Yeah, that's what we figured.
How'd you do in there?
I built a fire under Markham. If I read the smoke signals correctly, somebody's going to be ripping off a shipment of guns somewhere today.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's Wayne.
Yeah, so I only hope to find Julie and the boy.
I passed a weapons carrier about 25 miles back.
Yeah?
They stopped for some chow.
How long do you figure?
An hour, maybe. Look, I made it. It's my last job.
Sure it is. Until the next time that chick of yours wants to go to Las Vegas for the weekend. And don't fall asleep. Watch for the signal.
How far out?
4.7 miles past the Baldero turnoff.
On our way.
There they are.
Both of you out of there. This side. Face down on the ground. Tie him up, blindfold.
Down there, they're into it now.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
Phone in this car, call the sheriff.
Oh, come on, Barnaby, you'll need me.
They got a license and they're carrying a gun. Until then, don't add to my worries.
All right, gentlemen. Just turn around real carefully. Real carefully and say hello.
Griff.
I just happen to be in the neighborhood. Don't do anything dumb.
He was yours.
So it's all a little lie. You the inside man? But from now on, you're my man.
Hold it! Drop the gun.
Oh. The Colonel. You know, you look a lot better without that phony eye patch.
I see a lot better, too. Drop the guns.
Sure.
Stay right where you are. Give up, Markham. You got no place to go.
I don't think so, Colonel. I don't see any of your people around here. You came alone, didn't you? Hey, Colonel. Or is it cop? Looks like we got a little standoff here, doesn't it?
Until the sheriff gets here, he's on the way.
Daddy! Daddy!
Jody, go back to your mother. Keep cool. Keep cool. You're a dead man right now. Jody. Jody, your daddy's only fooling.
Leave the boy out of this, Markham.
Come on, Jody.
You're not using my boy as a shield.
Don't you worry about the boy's not gonna get hurt. Come on, Jody.
No!
Jody!
Are you all right?
Sure.
Julie?
Yes,
Jody.
he's all right. He's in the van. I'll get him.
No. No, I don't want him to see me like this. Julie,
Yes.
do you remember? Remember the flowers?
Yes.
We all wore flowers in our hair.
When I first met Wayne, Mr. Jones, he really was a very nice young man.
I'm sure Wayne will appreciate your telling that to Jody every chance you get.
Jody.
Let's go.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Bradford Dillman, Ron Masak, Charlotte Stewart, Heather Menzies. Tonight's episode, Fraternity of Thieves.
We're in.
Relax. Just like breaking into a sorority, huh?
Eagle Security. Gate. What? You were hijacked? Where? I just saw you drive in. Damn. Okay, I'll call. Sergeant, this is Nielsen at Eagle Security. 3 guys hijacked one of our trucks on North Pico. Yeah, they took his keys and just drove in here a few minutes ago.
Come on, can't you hurry it up? Relax, Lester. Relax. What if that driver gets untied? We left him out in the middle of nowhere. Suppose a car comes by and takes him to a phone. That's got it.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them. Nice and easy.
Let's get out of here. Help me, Al. Help me. It's gonna be all right, Lester. It's gonna be all right. Cool. I'll drive. Put him in the back. Come on. Put him in. Al. It hurts now. Hang in there, buddy. Hurry up. gotta get him to a hospital. What are we gonna say? He shot himself in the back cleaning his gun?
We've got to do something.
I think I know a doctor who won't ask too many questions.
Al. Al. Help me, Al.
Oh, my God. He's dead, Raj. He's dead! What are we gonna do, Raj?
There's only one thing we can do. Say a prayer over his grave and go on with our plans.
His grave? Now, how do we explain that?
We don't, Al. We'll bury Lester out here.
Are you crazy? What are we supposed to say to Ruth when he doesn't come home?
We don't tell her anything. We don't know anything. I tell you what, we'll leave his car at the airport. See, that way they'll find it eventually, think he split town.
I don't know, Raj.
Oh, Al, it's the only way. Look, I feel as badly about this as you do. We've already taken the first step. Now, if we back out now, it's not going to start Lester breathing again.
I'll call you as soon as those new shades come in. I'm sorry, Mr. Jones. I tried to get the day off, but one of the girls called in sick.
Well, that's all right, Mrs. Schiller. I understand that you spoke to the police.
The very next morning, Sergeant Anderson said that it wasn't that unusual for husbands to disappear. Like little boys running away from home, they usually came back.
Did you check the hospitals?
That's the first thing I did.
Where did your husband say he was going that night?
To the health club. He'd been going there about twice a week lately. After that, he was going to meet a friend of his for dinner, Albert Woods. They were fraternity brothers in college.
Did you talk to Woods?
Yes. He didn't meet Lester because something came up and he had to work late. He doesn't know if Lester showed up at the restaurant or not.
Are you sure he went to the health club?
No. I called there, too. But it's a busy place. No one remembers seeing him.
Mrs. Schiller, are you and your husband having any problems?
We have the usual problems. Too little money, too many bills.
What does your husband do for a living?
Sells insurance. He's been a little frustrated lately. A little restless.
Well, that could be enough to cause a man to seek a change of scene.
Maybe from his work, but not from me. Besides, wouldn't he have taken something with him? A change of clothes. He even left his wallet behind. His money, his credit cards. Even his driver's license. Does that sound like a man running away from home?
No. No, it doesn't.
Morning, sport. Glad you could make it.
I've got to talk to you.
Would you smile for Melinda?
Hi, Al. Where's Lester?
I don't think you've heard from Lester for the last couple of days, have you, Al?
I know. Why do you ask?
Well, he said he'd call me. It sounded like he had something important to tell me, but that was days ago.
Well, I'm sure he'll turn up sooner or later. You know how it is when you work for a living. On second thought, maybe you don't.
Where's that grog you promised?
Yeah. I've got a better idea. Why don't you change into something more practical, and I'll take you to lunch.
I don't look good in practical.
Oh. What's wrong? I haven't seen that long a face since they threatened to take away your football scholarship.
Very funny. Ruth's been calling me about Lester.
Oh, she's been calling me, too. I tell her I haven't seen him. Have you had another chance to look over the blueprints?
I've gone over those so many times I can see them in my sleep. Raj, there is no way to get into that vault without setting off the alarm.
You're sure?
Oh, look, this is the locking device. There are 10 switches. You have to push each switch in a certain sequence. That means there's 1,024 different possibilities.
Then what about neutralizing the alarm?
Too sophisticated. You disturb any of the wires inside the box and the alarm goes.
Then how about cutting into the vault?
A torch would cause the heat-sensitive contacts to expand. But listen to me, Raj. Let's forget about the whole thing. 2 million in diamonds was a nice dream while it lasted.
Fine. Then you just go on designing executive washrooms. And I'll go on sponging off of the rich. Babysitting their beach houses while they're on the Riviera. Is that what you want?
Raj.
Look. I haven't just been wasting my time combing the beach, you know. I found out that we can rent an office on the same floor as the Diamond Exchange.
So?
So? You know that building. You helped design it. Where are the ventilation ducts?
Well, they run between the ceilings and the floors.
So what is to keep us from using those ducts to get to the top of the vault and then cut our way inside? It's possible, isn't it, Al?
Well, he could still reach the switch contacts, but it's possible.
You bet it is. Oh, we'd need to be a little front money, you know. A couple of months' rent, security, equipment, a little extra to splash around. 10, 12,000 at the most.
10, 12,000? Where do you expect to get it?
I thought we'd mortgage your home.
My home?
Sport, I'd mortgage this if it were mine.
Hey, Raj, that house was left to Janet by your father. Now, that's all we've got.
Is it all you want? Look, we're talking about investing 10 grand to get back 2 million. Hey, buddy. You remember what it was like in college, 4th down, seconds to go. You always went for the big one, and you used to get it too, didn't you?
Raj.
Hey, come on. Come on. Let's see the old arm.
That was 15 years ago.
Let it go! Let's see the bomb for the easy life! Let's see the old arm, hey! The bomb for the easy life!
Honey?
Darling.
I've got something I want to talk to you about.
Al. This is Mr. Jones. He's a private detective that Ruth's hired to find Lester.
Mr. Woods?
Sir?
This is my associate, Jedediah Jones.
Hi.
Excuse me.
Sure. Oh, we've been admiring your renderings. Your wife tells me that you're an architect with Carl Upjohn Associates.
I'm still a long way from concrete and steel. I do mostly detail work. Won't you sit down?
Surely.
Then, what can I do for you?
I understand that you are Lester Schiller's closest friend. I thought you might be able to tell us where he is.
I haven't seen Lester in almost a week.
But you were supposed to meet him for dinner the night he disappeared.
That's right, but he never showed up.
How do you know that?
What?
How do you know that he never showed up? According to his wife, you were working late that night and you never got to the restaurant yourself.
I tried to call there several times to tell him, and, well, he never answered the page, so I just assumed.
Yeah, I see.
Look, did you try the health club? I mean, that's where he said he was going first.
Hocus pocus time. That's what the manager of the health club calls it when a man tells his wife he's working out, but he's really out playing. But Lester never went to the health club that night. In fact, he hasn't been there in a month.
It brings me to a question. Was he seeing another woman?
Lester? Are you kidding?
Yes, he was.
Jan.
Well, if it's going to help find him. We went to a party about a month ago at the beach. Ruth and Lester were there, and we were all introduced to this very pretty girl named Melinda. About 2 weeks later, Hal and I were out for dinner, and we saw Lester and Melinda sitting in the back of the bar. They didn't see us. They were too busy seeing each other.
Miss Melinda, do you happen to know her last name?
Marks. Melinda Marks. She said she was studying to be an actress.
Do you know her address?
No.
Well, if she's an aspiring young actress, I'm sure she won't be difficult to locate. Thank you very much for your help.
Pleasure.
You told him about Lester and Melinda?
Janet told him I couldn't stop her. Raj, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna break into that vault.
What about Jones?
Al, you just get Janet to sign the mortgage paper. I'll take care of Jones.
Yes, who is it?
Miss Marks?
Yes?
Barnaby Jones. Like to talk to you a minute?
1 minute, I'm on the phone. Lester, I better hang up. There's someone at the door. It's just that it's so sudden. I need time to think about it. Look, darling, give me the number of where I can reach you. Oh, all right. Yes, I promise. Lester, I love you. Goodbye. Yes?
Miss Marks, I'm Barnaby Jones, private investigator. This is my associate, Jedediah Jones. I wonder if you could help us.
Come on in. What's this all about?
Well, in a way, it's about your phone conversation. We're not eavesdroppers, but we had no trouble in hearing you through these jerry-built walls. You were talking with someone named Lester Schiller?
No. Lester Grant. Oh, I'm afraid you've got me mixed up with somebody else. I don't know anybody by the name of, what was it, Schiller?
Schiller.
Come on, Melinda. You met him at a party with Janet and Albert Woods. Later on, you were seen out with him.
Did his wife hire you?
She is very worried.
Look, the last thing I wanted was to get involved with a married man. It just happened. We fell in love. He said he was going to ask for a divorce, but he never got the nerve.
Instead, he ran away.
And now he wants me to join him.
Where is he?
He wouldn't tell me. He just said that he flew back east somewhere and he'd be moving around a lot and he'd call me.
Well, at least we know that he's well. If you should happen to hear from him again, would you please give him my phone number and ask him to call me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Who said there'll never be another Sarah Bernhardt?
All right, what's this really all about? Where's Lester?
Good old Lester, yes. He's on assignment.
What kind of assignment?
Top secret. But I'm sure that as soon as he returns, he'll express his appreciation by making an honest woman out of you.
Well, he'd better, because I'm really getting sick of listening to all his promises.
Huh? What sort of promises?
About getting his hands on a lot of money to pay for the divorce. What else?
Did he say how he was going to get the money?
Said he was going into business with you and Albert.
Did he mention what kind of business?
No. But I've been putting two and two together, and they add up to something not exactly legal.
And here I thought you were just another pretty face.
I like watching you brush your hair.
Maybe that's why I like to do it.
Jan?
Al, I'm afraid. This house is all we have, and if we borrow against it, we could lose it.
Honey, that's not gonna happen. I know what I'm doing.
Darling, it's not you I'm worried about. It's Roger. You know how he's always getting these quick money schemes, and he's always losing money. Other people's money.
This is not a scheme. It's the import-export business.
Oh, there's so many of those already.
Yeah, but they don't have Roger's connections. Honey, you know how he gets around. He knows everybody.
I wish I had your confidence.
I wish you had faith in me.
Darling, I do.
No, I mean like when we first began dating. You remember Jan? Do you? I mean, wow, what a year that was, huh? We were #1. I led them all the way to the championship. And you were the prettiest princess in the Queen's court. Remember, Jan, you said I would become the world's greatest architect.
I still believe that.
And what's happened, honey? Where are all the tall buildings, huh? Where are the dreams? The success?
It takes time.
Maybe I just haven't got it.
Al, I won't hear that.
Now, wait. Now, listen to me. Maybe I'm just a draftsman after all. I mean, maybe I left it out there on the campus somewhere.
I don't believe that.
You don't want to believe it. But what if it's the truth? What have I got to look forward to? I mean, I'm only 37, and this is all I'll ever be.
Darling, there is nothing wrong with what you are. And remember, we still have each other. We still love each other, don't we? I love you.
I love you. But, honey, I want something more. For the both of us. I want that chance to be a hero again. And I want you to be the homecoming queen.
Any indication of how long it's been here?
Well, I found the parking ticket. Front seat of the car. It's marked 12:45 on the night he disappeared.
Looks like he took the Red Eye Express. It's like this bumper collided with something.
Well, whatever it was, it sure was yellow.
Yeah. Wasn't a car, though.
How do you know that?
Well, it's by paint. Cars have a high gloss enamel. Anything unusual inside?
Take a look for yourself. You see the seat covers? The top one here's missing.
Yeah. Whoever tore it out didn't have any regard for neatness. Maybe he just didn't want somebody to see something that was on it.
You think it's blood?
I don't know yet. Have to run some tests. Call the insurance company that Lester used to work for.
You think it's his?
It's a possibility. See if they have a record of his blood type. Call Mrs. Schiller. Ask her about the seat cover.
Anything else?
Yeah, might as well touch all the bases. Ask her about the dent in the bumper.
Thank you. This one is a 6-carat marquise. It's a perfect stone.
We're in business.
You signed the lease?
I did everything but join the Better Business Bureau. We can come and go as we please. Got it all mapped out, sport?
I designed this place, remember? Want to look around?
If I once saw Jimmy Cagney dig his way out of prison like this.
I only hope we're not digging our way in.
What's wrong?
The end of the rainbow. ventilation pipe.
Sport. We're gonna be rich. I mean rich.
Barnaby.
Blood, all right. What did you find out about Lester's blood type?
B positive.
It's the same thing I've got here. It's from the back seat of the car.
I also found out from Mrs. Schiller there was a seat cover on when she drove the car earlier that day, and there wasn't a dent anywhere.
It's very interesting.
Barnaby Jones' office?
Means it happened after Lester took the car that night.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll tell him. Thanks for your help.
Betty, I have a feeling that our runaway husband isn't running anymore.
Barnaby, that was the police lab. They analyzed the yellow paint you found on Lester's car. They said it's a commercial type that the city uses to paint everything from road building equipment to street signs and fire hydrants.
Betty, call the Department of Public Works. See if they have any report of damage to any of their equipment the night Lester disappeared.
I'll get right on it.
Jedediah, I think it's time that we gave Melinda another audition.
Okay.
Want me to take over? When have you ever worked with your hands?
Please, sport. I'd fix a great martini. How much longer before we get to the vault?
A couple of hours. Are you sure that exchange closes at noon on Saturday?
Of course I'm sure. As soon as they leave, we can take our time getting into the vault.
Well, look, there's nothing you can do to help me here. Why don't you go on home, get some rest? I can handle this.
You gonna stay here all night?
Yeah.
What'd you tell Janet?
That we had to drive to San Diego to look at some merchandise that was coming in from Hong Kong.
You're getting to be as good a liar as I am.
Yeah. That's what bothers me.
Mr. Jones.
Are you all right?
Yeah, sure, I'm fine. Oh! Oh, that shouting you heard in there. Oh, I was just rehearsing for a part in a play. I got it this afternoon.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. It's not a very big part, but my agent says it's a good showcase.
Well, we understand that there are no small parts, just small actors. What's this going to do to your plans?
My plans?
To join Lester back east?
Oh. Well, my career comes first. Lester's just going to have to understand that.
Right now, Melinda, I don't think it's going to make much difference to Lester one way or the other.
What are you talking about?
I have a feeling Lester's dead.
Dead?
I have a further feeling that it wasn't Lester you were talking to on the phone the other night.
I was too.
Look, maybe you just thought it was Lester. Maybe it was somebody imitating his voice. It's possible, isn't it?
No, it was Lester. I'm sure of it. Now, I want you two to get out of here.
Melinda, this is going a long way beyond play acting. Now, if Lester is dead, and you know anything about it that makes you an accessory, is it the way you want it? Who are you trying to protect?
I am not trying to protect anyone. Lester is alive. I talked to him on the phone. That's all I know. Now, please go.
You know, Melinda, you may in time become a very good actress, but won't it be a shame that nobody will be able to come to see you perform?
Roger? Roger. Roger. Roger, wake up.
What time is it?
7:30. Roger, I've got to talk to you.
Oh? Before or after?
This is serious. Roger, that Detective Jones came to see me last night
He did. And what did he want?
to invite me to a funeral. Lester's. He said he had a feeling Lester was dead.
Melinda, beautiful Melinda, would you take my word for it? Lester is very much alive. In fact, you're going to be seeing him tonight.
See him where?
Oh, a little party that I'm giving to celebrate our business venture and to split the profits. The way I figure it, your share, you and Lester, should come close to $100,000.
$100,000.
That should pay for his divorce and send both of you off into the sunset with a nice little nest egg, huh? Yeah. So, you think you can be ready around 8 o'clock tonight?
With bells on.
Good. I'll give you a call, tell you where to meet us. What else did this Jones have to say?
He didn't believe I was talking to Lester on the phone that night. And he also thought I was trying to protect someone.
Did he say who?
No, he was fishing.
And what did you say?
I told him he was wrong.
That's a good girl.
Roger, what time did you say you were going to call me this evening?
Around 8.
Where from? Over the pole on your way to Europe?
That's right, Melinda. As you can see, it's a one-way ticket, and I'm leaving at 6 o'clock.
Then it was all a lie. Everything you said. Lester never went away. He's dead, isn't he?
Oh, was he ever really alive?
Oh, my God. And you were going to leave me here to deal with Jones and the police?
I'm sure you can talk your way out of it. You have a whole world of people you can use. I've used all mine. I've got to make it on my own now.
You're not going to make it with my help. You're not going to use me the way you did the others.
Melinda, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I was hoping that we meant more to each other.
Morning.
Good morning.
I understand your fire hydrant got knocked off the other night. How'd it happen?
If you mean, did I see who hit it, the answer is no, but I've got some suspicions.
What kind of suspicion?
Well, since it happened a short time after the break-in, and since the thieves left in such a hurry, I figure they might be the ones.
Had a break-in that night?
3 of them. Caught them myself, up on the 2nd floor where they keep all the installation plans. Wounded one of them, but they managed to get away.
Did they take anything?
We went through those filing cabinets with a fine-tooth comb. Not a single set of plans was missing.
Could they have photographed one of them?
We thought of that, but there was no way of telling for sure.
You get a good look at them?
Like I told the police, it was dark.
Look familiar?
Darn if it don't look like the one I shot. Sure wouldn't want to swear to it, though.
I wonder if we could take a look upstairs.
You have to speak to Mr. Keller about that. Right in the main building.
Thank you very much.
Five more minutes and we'll have the place to ourselves. What is it?
There's an electrical box in here that is not on the blueprint.
So what?
Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
Take a look.
What is that?
High-intensity light beams. Break any one of them and it sets off the alarm.
Well, why haven't we seen them before?
Because we never looked at the vault with the door closed before. That's what activates them.
Well, why weren't they on the plans?
because they were installed by a different company.
Well, can't you cut some wires or neutralize it in some way?
Not as long as the door's closed. Any interruption of the circuit, the alarm goes.
Wait a second. Al, what if the door were open?
Well, there might be a chance I could bypass the alarm signal.
Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes.
Raj, it's just a chance. And if I'm wrong and she closes that door again, we're dead.
What are we now, sport?
Well, any idea where you want to start, Mr. Jones?
I'll start with a hunch. You do any work for Carl Upjohn Associates?
Sure, they're one of our best customers. These are their files over here.
Which one?
All of them.
I was afraid of that.
No, we're closed.
It won't take a minute.
Yes.
My name is Oliver Clayton. Oliver Clayton, Import-Export. I just rented the office up the hall. And you're,
Lillian Stanhope.
Miss Stanhope. I just received a call from a client of mine in Toronto asking me if I could locate a 10-carat emerald-cut diamond. And I thought you might have one?
Yes, well, we have several. If you'd like to come in on Monday.
No, I'm afraid that would be too late. I told him I'd let him know today.
Well, tell him yes. Now, if you're concerned about the quality, I assure you that...
No. I'm sure that it's perfect, but since he's a very good client, before giving my word, I felt I should at least take a look at it myself. Oh, well, of course, the transaction would be in cash, and as for a receipt...
Come in. Please sit down.
Thank you. Have you got a loop?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. How much does it cost?
$75,000.
All right, that's fine. I tell you what, I'll get in touch with my client and I'll let you know first thing Monday morning.
Fine.
Unless I could let you know at dinner tonight.
Well, it just so happens I'm free.
May I have your address?
It's 2721 Arabelle Drive, apartment 3, ground floor.
So, I'll see you then around 8?
Fine.
Oh, Barnaby, isn't it possible that we could be on the wrong track with this? I mean, even if Woods is an architect.
Great Pacific Building.
What?
You know, of all the buildings that Upjohn designed, looks like this one houses the crown jewels. Continental Diamond Exchange.
Mr. Johns, that vault's foolproof, even with the plans.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Betty, call Jedediah. Tell him to meet me at the Great Pacific Building.
Shall I notify the police?
No. In case I'm on the wrong track, I don't want to be towing the super chief.
Here. You still think I'm crazy?
Building closed at noon on Saturday, Mr. Jones.
All the tenants left the building?
Most of them. I still think you're just wasting your time. Anyone try to get into that diamond exchange, we'd know about it.
Let's go.
Satisfied?
Where does that vent go?
That runs across the whole ceiling.
Are any of the other tenants on this floor right now?
Yeah, the new guy that moved in the other day. I saw him come in early this morning. I don't think he ever left.
What does he look like?
About 6 foot, brown hair, nice looking.
Has he got a partner?
Yeah. Yeah, about 6'2", built like an athlete.
What room do they occupy?
1215, right around the corner.
Do me a favor. Take a look in that vent.
Come on, let's go.
Just trying to go on business for yourself?
That's far enough, Jones. Don't just stand there. Get his gun. Move it! Hey. Okay, Jones, let's go. Get the elevator.
By now, I figure this building is surrounded by police.
For your sake, Jones, I hope you figure wrong.
What are we going to do with him?
What do you think?
Raj.
Just get behind the wheel and drive.
I wouldn't do that. Might be the biggest mistake of your life.
Well, we gave it a try, huh, sport? 4th down, seconds to go. We went for the bomb.
Yeah. Just one thing, Raj. We're not in college anymore. Mr. Jones? My wife is expecting me home soon. And I'd rather she didn't hear about this from the police.
Well, if you like, I'll go by and tell her myself.
Thanks.
Where'd you learn to drive, Jedediah?
Well, now... Oh, you taught me, Barnaby. Remember when you came to visit Chicago a couple of summers back?
Ah, yeah. Well, that just proves there's no substitute for good training.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Sheila Larkin, Catherine Justice, Jack L. Ging, Jonathan Lippy, Fred Sadoff. Tonight's episode, Sister of Death.
Marie, can you hear me? Marie, it's Terry.
Sister, I'm sorry. She never will.
Will she die?
No. Her vital signs are stable.
Well, I don't understand. You said her tests look promising. You told the reporters.
The final results are in. The brain damage is irreversible. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your sister will never come out of this coma.
How long can she live in this kind of limbo?
On life support system? Indefinitely.
Oh, God, that's terrible. Why don't you let her go?
They only teach us to prolong life, sister.
All they've taught you to do is to prolong death.
Hospital policy has taken those decisions out of our hands.
If the plug were pulled on that machine, she would die, right?
Most likely.
Then it's God's will that she die.
I cannot speak for God. I can only speak for man.
Oh, dear God. I believe in the sanctity of life. Please forgive me for wanting to make decisions for you. This is all my fault. I know that now. If I could only make it up to you. If I could only make...
Sister, I'm so terribly sorry. 4th floor west. Barnaby, your favorite nun is here to see you.
Sister Agnes Elizabeth? You make the donation?
Oh, yes, I... Barnaby?
Sister Agnes, how are you?
I'm fine.
I haven't seen you since last month's bingo game. You're looking wonderful.
Oh, it's an amazing fact of life, Barnaby. But you get younger every time I see you.
Well, I'm sure it's your prayers that are doing it. Sit down and tell us what brings you here. What can we do for you?
Well, I'll get right to the point. Barnaby, there's a most marvelous woman doing extraordinary work with troubled young girls. Perhaps you've heard of Runaway House.
Say no more, sister. Just tell us how much you need.
Oh, Barnaby, I'm not here for money. You must have read about the tragedy involving Marie Holcomb. It's been in all the papers.
Oh, yes, the girl in Malibu. Some lifeguards found her at the base of a cliff.
Yes, I think I heard something on the radio this morning. She didn't make it.
Because someone intentionally stopped the life support machine. The hospital says it was one of the women in my order.
Good grief, they're not accusing a nun of murder, are they?
Sister Terry was Marie Holcomb's natural sister. And unfortunately, she was very vocal to Dr. Jackson about what she considers the inhumanity of keeping the girl alive with no hope of recovery.
Have they got anything else?
There's also a nurse who insists Sister Terry was the last person in the room before Marie died. I, of course, don't believe for 1 minute that she did it. Barnaby, I want you to prove that. Here we are. Sister Terry. Oh, please come in. This is Barnaby Jones, an old friend.
How do you do?
How do you do? I'm sorry about your sister.
Thank you.
Barnaby's a private investigator. I've asked him to try and find out what really happened to Marie.
Please don't bother. Whoever stopped those machines did her a kindness.
I'd rather not be drawn into a philosophical debate on that point. Nor do I want to see one of my nuns end up in the Hooskow.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I already told you I didn't touch those machines.
Terry, you like working with your young runaways, don't you?
Well, you know I do.
Then don't be obstinate.
You see, if the district attorney elects to prosecute, then the juvenile authorities may suspend you and relieve you of your duties at Runaway House.
And I'm very much afraid the church would have to go along, my dear.
All right. Where do we start?
Why don't we start with the accident that put Marie in the hospital in the first place? Although I understand that the police can't decide whether it was an accident or whether somebody pushed her.
You mean murder?
Somebody did turn off that machine. And I'm wondering whether it wasn't somebody who was finishing up what they started in fear that Marie would recover and start pointing the finger.
Oh, no.
Did you know any of her friends?
We went our separate ways. No.
Where did she work?
She said she was going to be a model. She said she was going to work for Mr. Fairmont or Fairfax or...
Well, that's some place to start. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll have my secretary get right on it.
Thank you, Barnaby.
Something I can do for you? I'm the manager here.
Oh, my name is Ralston. You wouldn't happen to have a vacancy?
Well, I'll have a deluxe in a couple of days after it's cleaned. All I got right now is one bedroom in the back.
Well, I'm sure that'd do. You know, the first time I saw this courtyard from the street out there, it reminded me of the days when I was stationed in Hawaii. Now, if you just had a couple of Hawaiian hula dancers.
No, 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 not that scarf. Have you no eye for color? I clearly said the blue, the blue. Come here.
Freddie Fairfield? My name is Barnaby Jones.
Please, I have no time for buyers before the show.
Well, I'm not a buyer. I'm a private detective.
Well, I have no time for them. Tacky profession. Tacky, tacky. All right, dear.
I understand that Marie Holcomb used to work for you.
Marie Holcomb? Oh, yes. I understand she moved on to that great fashion show in the sky. Poor dear.
Was she supposed to work in this show?
Oh, no. Marie left my employ over a year ago. I had no idea what happened to her until I read about it in the papers. It's all too distressing. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. Excuse me, please.
Barnaby! Barnaby Jones, Rita Carbone.
How do you do?
She says she lived with Marie Holcomb a while back.
When's the last time you saw Marie?
A month ago, I ran into her coming out of a restaurant in Beverly Hills. Look, we're rehearsing for a show.
This is important, Miss Carbone. We're trying to get a line on everybody who saw Marie during the last few days of her life.
Why don't you ask her fiancé? He could tell you a lot more than me.
What do you mean, she was going to be married?
Well, she was dropping a lot of love, cherish, and obey hints while the guy was getting the car out of the parking lot.
Remember who the guy was?
Hendricks, I think she said. Yeah, that's it, Dave Hendricks.
And where might I find him?
All Marie said was that he worked for some large computer company, I think. But
Rita, you're keeping everybody waiting.
Excuse me.
Well, what do you think?
Come on, come on. Get me off.
I think you ought to stay and have lunch with the lady. Might be able to dig something up.
Well, okay, but I'm a little short of cash.
The buffet is free. And you are overdrawn at the bank and also in the petty cash drawer. If you find anything vital, give me a call.
Mr. Jones, sorry to keep you waiting. It's been a little hectic around here getting moved into this new office and everything. How are you?
Fine. And the way those sales are jumping off the top of the graph there, I would say that you ought to get ready for another move into the president's office.
Well, anyway, what are you in the market for? We've got it all here. Anything from hand calculators to satellite communications instruments, you name it, we've got it. And if we don't have it, I'll get it for you.
Well, no, I'm just an investigator looking into the death of Marie Holcomb.
Oh, well, what does that have to do with me?
Well, let me understand this. You were going to marry her.
Marry Marie?
That's what she told a friend of hers.
Well, how could I, Mr. Jones? You see, I'm already married. Very happily so.
Any idea why she would have lied about a thing like this?
No, except for a while my wife and I were separated when I was running around with Marie. She might have taken too much for granted.
Could she have gotten the impression that you were going to get a divorce?
No, that subject was never mentioned. You see, my boss, Mr. Jones, is a very conservative man. Divorce for me would be unthinkable.
Very pretty lady. Smooth sailing to you both.
It already is. As a matter of fact, these last 6 weeks have been the happiest of our marriage.
6 weeks? You were seen in Beverly Hills with Marie a month ago.
Hey, I might have been seen with her, but it wasn't a date or anything. I bumped into her. I bought her a drink for old time's sake. That's all. Nothing to it.
Well, are you sure that There was nothing to it as far as she was concerned?
Jones, look, Marie and I had a thing for a while, but when it was over, it was over. Now, she might have... Well, what's the difference now anyway?
None. Unless it turns out that she posed a threat to your future. In which case, there are people who might feel that you had a motive for doing something foolish.
I didn't kill Marie. That nun did.
That's what a lot of people think. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Hendricks. I'll be seeing you.
You'll find Mr. T over there. Hey, Freddie.
Suzanne?
I got a trick you haven't met yet. Half sake, half champagne. She'll knock you out. Valley Hills Motor Lodge. She'll be right over. Don't forget, honey, you're booked for tonight, so don't make a romance out of it. Hey, you slumming or just looking in to see how your charm school graduates are doing?
Don't be facetious. We've got trouble. You ever hear of Barnaby Jones?
Sounds like an off-brand whiskey.
He's a private detective digging into Marie Holcomb's death.
Does she know anything about our business arrangement?
I don't think so.
Well, then relax. Don't buy trouble.
How can I? I run a legitimate business. If it gets out I'm also supplying you with girls, that kind of publicity would ruin me.
Stay cool, man. If Jones gets too close, I'll take care of him. Count on it.
You better. Because you'll find yourself in the gutter with me if Jones ever connects on the fact that our nun's sister was one of your best hookers.
Away, nobody will find us, and here is a very good spot.
Freddie catches us when he gets back, he'll throw a fit.
What are you worried about? Beautiful girl like you, get a modeling job anywhere, huh?
Not if Freddie Fairfield bum raps you around town. He's done it before.
You mean like Marie, for instance? Is that why she quit modeling after she left Fairfield's stable?
You know, I didn't expect this was love at first sight. But it can be the start of something really groovy. If you'll just stop asking me about Marie.
What is it? What's the matter? Why does talking about her make you so uptight? Mom's way.
Look, I better get back. Showtime's in 10 minutes.
Look. Did you know that Marie had a sister?
Yeah, the nun. A saint and a sinner. Boy, somebody could write a book.
What do you mean a sinner? What do you mean, she had her share of trouble?
Honest, JR, Freddie'd come down real hard on me if he knew I was blabbing about his models, past or present.
Look. Now, Marie's sister's doing a lot of good for runaway kids. Huh? And I know you would not feel very good about yourself if you let all that come to a grinding halt.
If you say I helped you in any way...
Scout's honor. I promise.
Try Suzanne Montaigne. She moved in with Marie after me.
All right. Where do I find Suzanne Montaigne?
Here. Call this number. If you have the price, she'll find you.
Got your message. You said you got a hot lead.
Yeah, I didn't mean to quite put it that way, but Marie's ex-roommate, after she moved out on Rita, I called her, made an appointment for 2:30.
Oh, it's 2:30 now. Hadn't we better go?
No, gonna meet her here.
Here? Jedediah, I don't think you're aware that your expense account is bursting at the seams.
Yeah, well, I meant to talk to you about that, Barnaby. This is gonna cost about $100.
$100?
Yeah, it's what they call the going rate.
Going rate for what?
Come on, Barnaby, you know what I'm talking about.
Hi, fellas. I'm Suzanne.
How do you do?
Suzanne?
Well, which one is, Mr. Jones?
Yes. Well, I am. We both are.
Oh, come on now. It would be easier if one of you was, Mr. Smith. That's That's what most of my clients call themselves.
Well, we see, we're both named Jones. We're related. I'm Barnaby Jones. He's Jedediah. And I understand that we have a $100 misunderstanding.
Oh, come on, that's the going rate.
Yeah, I don't mind paying the going rate for some information.
What kind of information?
About your ex-roommate, Marie.
You two fuzz or something?
Private. We're looking into her death.
Well, I moved out on Marie about 2 months ago. I don't know anything else except what I see on the tube.
That apartment where you and Marie lived is rather an expensive apartment. Now, when Marie provided her half of the rent, did she get that from the same line of work?
You ever hear the word ethics? In my line of business, it means you keep your mouth shut. And you keep that 100.
Maybe Mr. T will give us the information.
You know about him?
Wait a minute, who's Mr. T?
Jedediah is new in town. You see, in these parts, when girls like Suzanne and Marie want to operate, they can only do it through Mr. T's stable, or they don't operate, right?
If you know Mr. T, then you know how rough he can make it on girls stalking out of school.
Marie is dead. Somebody tried to push her off a cliff, and then later somebody pulled the plug on the machine that was keeping her alive. That adds up to murder. Now, did she or didn't she work for him?
Well, yes, up until a few weeks ago. And then she quit.
Why had Mr. T like that?
He doesn't like people walking out on him. Like I told you, he can make it pretty rough. That's all I'm saying. Goodbye.
Man, they figure a guy can get all this talent under one roof, huh?
Well, maybe you ought to circulate among the congregation and find out.
I'm sorry, Mr. McClintock, but Mr. T says he doesn't know you.
Well, I'll just have to step over and remind him.
Like I told the maid, I don't know no McClintock from Dallas.
Oh, they're good enough to get me through the front door. From now on, I'll just be Barnaby Jones, private investigator.
Yeah, one that's been asking around about that dame that got snuffed by his sister.
Marie Holcomb. I understand she used to do a lot of her sunbathing around here.
If you mean, did she work for me? No. Hung around, nibbled around the edges, that's all.
The way I heard it, she was one of your #1 girl, and you got pretty hot at her when she quit.
Whoever said that, you bring him here, let him say it to my face.
Well, I have the impression they might be afraid they'd be roughed up or maybe even shoved off a cliff the way Marie was.
Beat it, Jonesy. I'm a very busy man.
Maybe you need a long vacation. I'll see what I can do for you.
Watch the pool on the way out.
Hey.
You know what? Miss Dreamboat over there says she knew Marie when they first started out modeling, and for guess who?
Freddie Fairfield.
Right. And when I asked her how many other careers Fairfield launched around here, she just clammed up.
Hello?
Listen to me, you crumb. If I take heat, I ain't taking it alone.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Don't play games, sucker. Barnaby Jones was just here.
You think I put him on to you?
Nobody else would have the guts to try to tie me to Marie.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Hear me, pal, hear me good. If I go down, I don't go down alone.
Just some household bills and some personal mail dating back a few years. Nothing to indicate who she saw or what she was doing those last few days.
Well, what she was doing is no longer a mystery anyway.
Barnaby, how do we tell Sister Terry that Marie was a prostitute?
Well, I think it's far better she learned it from me than by reading it in the newspaper. Call the convent. Tell them I'm coming over.
Oh, she's not there. She went back to Marie's to pack up a few things. And the phone service there's been cut off.
Want to drive you over?
No, thanks. I think it's better that I saw her alone.
I got it. Barnaby Jones' office?
This is Mr. T. I want Jones.
Barnaby just stepped out. You'll have to call back. I'm sorry.
Look, pal, this is important. I got information that's going to save him, and especially me, a lot of aggravation. Like, I think I know who pulled the plug on Marie Holcomb. So tell me where he is, because it won't wait.
All right. He's on his way to Marie's apartment now, but the phone's been disconnected there.
Marie's place. Okay, I'll catch him there. Tell Jones Mr. T is here.
Mr. Jones isn't here.
Well, then he's on his way. So, come on, open up. Well, honey, I was a friend of Marie's.
I'd rather you wait outside there.
Well, come on, honey, he's on his way over.
Please.
Just step inside. I won't cause you.
Please.
What are you doing here?
Lieutenant, you don't seem to believe what I'm saying. What earthly reason would I have to harm this man?
He was a well-known procurer. Your sister worked for him. Now, some people might put that all together and make a pretty good revenge motive out of it.
She worked for that man?
I was hoping you wouldn't have to learn about it like this.
Well, I knew she was headstrong, promiscuous. I guess I just didn't want to believe anything more.
Lieutenant, don't you think Sister Terry's been through enough today?
Yes. All right, you can go now. I'm sorry I'm the one that has to put you through this.
Well, I'll be at the convent if you need me.
Now, you don't really believe that she's capable of murder, do you?
You want my job? Huh? All right, take it. It's yours. I'll go fishing for a change.
Just because the apartment manager saw her at the top of the stairs when Mr. T fell down doesn't prove that she pushed him.
No. And just because she was in her sister's hospital room just a few minutes before Marie stopped breathing doesn't mean she did that either. But it sure raises an itch that needs scratching, as you would say.
Maybe you ought to go away for a while. Go fishing. Might cure your itch.
I'm going to call Barnaby from the manager's office. Sister, don't touch anything.
Well, whoever tore this place up sure wanted something bad.
Someone's still striking out at her.
Question is who? And what did they want?
No use taking inventory now. Except for a couple of personal items. I guess I'll just have the truck from the runaway house come and pick everything up.
Sister, was Marie a great deal taller than you?
About an inch or so. Why?
The way this mirror's hung. Betty, why would a girl hang a mirror 5 or 6 inches higher than she stood?
No reason that I can think of.
It's a two-way mirror.
I think we just struck pay dirt. Hidden camera. A videotape recorder. Empty. The way it was angled, it was aimed right at the bed.
Remote control device.
Blackmail.
I don't think I can handle much more of this.
I'm sorry, sister. Maybe Betty should take you home.
Yes.
No, it's... I want to know.
Betty, you check this for serial number, see if there's a registered owner.
Well, I'm gonna go down and talk to the manager, see if he knows me.
Good idea. And Jedediah, stay close to the manager's phone. I may want to call you. I'm going back over to Mr. T. Have another talk with Suzanne. If this is blackmail, we got a brand new ballgame.
But nobody came in or out last night except tenants.
Nobody else? No suspicious-looking strangers?
Well, I wouldn't call that none or her friend suspicious. They were the first non-tenants here since the police left off guard in the place.
Well, then whoever broke into Miss Holcomb's apartment must have been a tenant.
One of my tenants, a burglar?
Well, obviously an amateur. Can I see a tenant list?
Hey, don't be stingy, huh? They don't give unemployment insurance to us ladies, you know.
Well, this should cover expenses at the new place on the Strip. In a couple of weeks after things cool down, it'll be business as usual under new management.
Freddie Fairfield. Well, I never would have expected to find you here, but then why shouldn't you have an interest in these girls? Some of them used to be Fairfield models, didn't they?
Few of the fallen angels, yes. I read of their predicament and wanted them to know I stand ready to help in any way I can.
That's the kind of charity that covers a multitude of sins, isn't it?
Exactly. Goodbye, Suzanne.
You drop in here often?
Not as often as you.
The possibility arises that Marie's and Mr. T's deaths were mixed up in a blackmail operation. Do you know anything about that?
Sometimes things get a little kinky around here, but that's as far as it goes.
It might clear things up if I knew exactly where Mr. Fairfield fits in around here. I don't mean his supplying girls for Mr. T. It's more serious than that.
You hear that? The only thing I consider serious is when it stops ringing. Hello. It's for you.
Yes.
I traced the serial number of the camera. I turned up a warranty, and guess who it's registered to? Teletext Computer Company.
Fascinating. The way your sales took that sensational jump 3 months ago. That's just about the time you told me that you loaned the camera to Marie Holcomb, isn't it?
I didn't keep track of the date.
Tell me, does Teletext Computers make a practice of lending their equipment to blackmailers?
Now, you just hold the phone. I told you that I didn't know what she was going to do with it.
A careful, cautious man like you, and you didn't know. That story's kind of hard to swallow by disinterested folks like Lieutenant Biddle down at police headquarters.
Oh, now, come on. We don't have to bring the police into this.
Knowing a Lieutenant Biddle, I can understand your concern. He might even think you were in it with Marie. Why don't we ask him?
No. I mean, okay, but it was Marie's idea.
Look, I deal with a lot of out-of-town buyers, and out-of-town buyers, they like to come
get loans.
and they want to have some fun, so I'd send them over to Marie.
And along about morning, she'd tell them they have just become moving picture stars.
Look, Mr. Jones, can we just keep the police out of this, please?
No. But you can make it a lot easier on yourself by demonstrating that you're willing to be cooperative.
How?
By telling me the names of everyone you and Marie shook down.
You have a nice flight now, Mr. Wilson.
Right.
Six shakedowns in 3 months. You and Marie were one busy little pair, weren't you?
You know, Jones, when you really come down to it, who really got hurt by all this? Nobody, because those clients didn't spend 1 red cent of their own money, because when Marie put the pressure on them, they come running to me and I paid off for them.
Yes, but the payoffs weren't nearly as much as the commissions that you were extracting from your buyers by persuading them to buy 2 and 3 times as much merchandise as their firms needed.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I give you the name of the person that I think probably killed Marie and Mr. T. And you keep my name out of it.
I'll put in a good word for you where it counts. That's all I can promise.
John Kevin Clausen, Colonel, U.S. Air Force Procurement.
Sounds like it could be a federal case.
Wouldn't even make a drop in the defense budget.
Yeah, I know. Nobody hurt but us taxpayers. Why him in particular?
Well, this is the way it comes down. I sign a big contract, I pay off Marie, Marie gives the client the tape. But Marie... sweet, greedy Marie, she started making extra copies of the tapes.
And she gave the colonel the old double squeeze.
Hey, as a matter of fact, the day before her accident, Clausen called here and said he wasn't going to let her get away with it anymore because if he did, she'd be blackmailing him forever.
Call for you.
Thank you. Barnaby?
Yeah, what do you got?
All right. The police didn't allow any strangers in or out until they were called off this morning, which means that the ransacker was probably one of the tenants.
Find out if one of them is named Colonel John Kevin Clausen.
All right, wait a minute. I got a list right here. No.
You sure?
All right, I got a Jake Rawlson. You think he might be using an alias that sounds like Clausen?
Could be.
Is Rawlson a military man?
Well, he didn't talk much, except he did say something about being stationed in Hawaii.
Clausen from Hawaii?
Used to be head of procurement at Hickam Field, Honolulu.
Sounds like it could be our man.
Terrific. He's gone. Took a cab to the airport a little while ago.
My mother was the same way. Whenever we moved to a new apartment, she felt obligated to leave the old one the way she found it.
Not much of an epitaph for a sister, is it?
Come on, have some coffee.
Come in, it's open.
Excuse me, please. The other lady, will she keep the apartment?
What lady?
Miss Marie Sprain. If she doesn't, the manager wishes her to return the key.
What's she talking about?
Well, I remember Barnaby saying that Suzanne Montaigne shared the apartment up until a couple of months ago.
Is that the woman Barnaby went to this Mr. Tease to talk to?
The same.
I'm gonna go talk to her.
Please, Sister Terry, it's really not the kind of place you should go to.
I've got to stop burying my head in the sand. If this woman can help me understand why Marie did what she did, well, then maybe I can help my runaway kids from doing the same thing.
All right, let's go.
Someone's got to be here when the truck comes to pick up these boxes. Would you mind?
Are you sure you want to do this? All right, here, take my car.
Thank you.
All right, I'll call you as soon as I get in. Bye.
Here he is, Colonel Clausen.
Oh, what can I... The name's Rawlson. I'm afraid you've got the wrong man.
Clausen, Rawlson. What name were you using the night Marie fell off the cliff?
Who are you, anyway? I was at the Veterans Hospital for a checkup overnight. It's in the record.
Well, now, being a non-veteran myself, Colonel, I know that a man can easily slip out of a hospital for a couple of hours if he wants to, bad enough.
Or to go through a dead girl's apartment looking for a piece of videotape.
Damn it, if you know that much, you must know that the Air Force is my life. This could stir up a congressional investigation and ruin my whole career if that tape falls into the wrong hands.
What do you mean, if that videotape falls in wrong hands?
Did you find a copy in Marie's apartment?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't be flying home to sit by the phone and wait for her partner to name her price.
Her? A woman?
Well, who is it? What's her name?
Red is the only name Marie called her by.
A redhead. And she was there when you got to the apartment?
Yeah, I got the impression that she lived there or used to.
Well, we certainly know somebody who fits that description.
We sure do.
Sister, the church hasn't taken over the lease on this house, is it?
No, I'm looking for Suzanne Montaigne.
Well, if she's still here, upstairs, second door on the left.
Thank you.
Clausen, that's right. Look, how many Colonel John K. Clausens do you think there are? Look, I'm sick and tired of getting the runaround. Now, I was told he was due back there in Washington 4 days ago. All right. Now, you tell the Colonel for me that the next time I call, he better be in, or else some very interesting tape will turn up in embarrassing places. That's right, videotape. He'll know what I mean. Who the hell are you?
Marie's sister. Those tapes you were talking about, she's in them, isn't she?
Hey, look, everybody's got to be out of here by 2 o'clock.
I knew she couldn't have thought up a blackmail scheme like that by herself. Someone like you would have to put her up to it.
Honey, don't kid yourself. It was her idea all the way. And then when we got ready to really make it pay off, she got cold feet.
I remember now. The hospital. When I went to see Marie before she died, you were in the lobby.
No, I was doing something else. I had a trick that night.
Yes, you were. Why are you lying? You stopped those machines. You killed her.
Oh, you're just like Marie. You don't know when to shut up.
Betty here?
It's her license.
All of a sudden, it's very quiet around here.
You take me upstairs.
Barnaby, the pool!
I have to phone for help.
Phone right over here.
She all right? You okay?
I'm okay.
She's fine.
Lieutenant Biddle, please. This is Barnaby Jones. When he comes in, tell him I'm holding a prisoner for him.
Please, don't get up. John?
Agnes Elizabeth.
Thank you, young man. Well, is it all cleared up?
Just about, sister.
Yeah, we're just finishing up on Suzanne Montaigne's statement.
Are the kids at the runaway house waiting for me to start the charity bazaar?
Yes.
Well, there's not much more to tell. When Marie told her she wanted out of the blackmail scheme, Suzanne went wild. They had a fight, and whether she meant to or not, Suzanne pushed Marie over that cliff.
Something still puzzles me, Barnaby. Why did Suzanne kill Mr. T?
Well, apparently, Suzanne overheard a phone call that Mr. T made to me in which he said he thought he knew who killed Marie, and she panicked.
Well, I'd like to thank all of you.
And before we go, Runaway House is raffling off 2 round-trip tickets to the San Diego Zoo. John, I'm certain your associates would be highly pleased if you purchased 1 for each of them. And you, young man, how many would you like?
Oh, well, I would love to spring for one, sister. Really, I would. But I'm overdrawn at the bank, right, Maureen?
Rest assured, my friend, Barnaby is not to be outmatched by Lieutenant Biddle's generosity toward his staff. Isn't that true, Barnaby?
Of course. How many tickets is Lieutenant Biddle taking?
About 20.
Take about 21.
21.